1 ball, 2 strikes. Neither team with a base hit, and yet both teams loaded up the bases in the first inning, and Dodge scored 2 runs. And the 1-2 pitch from White. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So he had him off stride on that swing, and it brings up Tad Honeycutt, the catcher for Dodge County. He's a right-handed hitter. Listed at 5'6", 170 pounds. You do not have to be tall to be a catcher. Barry Aldridge, outstanding catcher for the Bulldogs. Under 6 feet tall, now playing at Armstrong. Hits the first pitch up into the air to center field. James Etheridge to his right, now coming in, and makes a catch. And Hogan White, in a varsity debut in a scrimmage game, 3 up and 3 down on a ground ball to second, a strikeout, and a fly ball to center field. We played 2. It's Dodge County leading Toombs County 2-0 at Eastman on Y101. And when I asked Coach Fitzgerald which young guys, and when I asked him which young guys, I meant like freshmen and sophomore could possibly get some playing time in this 2014 season, he was one of the names mentioned, especially offensively. 1-1 pitch, high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Hogan White, wearing number 31. Sets up way in front of the plate, front foot near the line, and a closed stance. And he swings and hits it hard, bouncing into right field, and that's the Bulldogs' first base hit of this 2014 season, first one of this scrimmage. So Hogan having a great day. 3 up and 3 down on the mound, and the base hit. 1 down, top of the order. Here's Hunter Brady, reached on an E6 to open up the ball game. Top of the third, playing 7, and the Dodge County Indians at Eastman leading Toombs County 2-0. Runner on first, nobody out. Dodge leading 2-0, bottom of the third. As Salter comes set, now tossing back to first. Doesn't have quite the move of his older brother Jonathan, who was a left-handed pitcher, and who, at least as long as I've been doing the Bulldogs, since '98, had the best move ever as a Bulldog. Never balked and picked off a whole bunch of base runners in his Bulldog career. 0-1 pitch missing, runner going. Brantley's throw to second base is close, and the umpire looked like he was going to ring him up with that right hand, but instead calls the runner safe on a close play. Ben Brantley thought he had him. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. Trouble for the Bulldogs. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Jeremy Beasley at third. Not sure who's playing shortstop right now since Salter is on the hill. Ball is hit up high into the air to left field. This should score a run. Ball caught fairly close to the wall, and a run will score on the sac fly. So Dodge County now leading 3-0. Brings up Kane Peterson. In game 1, it was 1-1 going to the bottom half of the 6th inning with James Etheridge pitching. Game got away in the bottom of the 6th, and Westminster kind of dominated that second game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Salter getting the K. So now 2 down brings up Hunter Graham. Ken Wisenhunt is the new head coach of the Titans. Of course, a former Pittsburgh Steeler coach, but I don't think Nick played for him. I think Wisenhunt had already gone to Arizona when Nick got to Pittsburgh. Called strike 3. Bailey with a strikeout, but Dodge County scoring a run on a double and a sac fly and leaving a runner at third. We'll continue with Nick in our 4th inning. After 3, it's Dodge County leading Toombs County in a scrimmage in Eastman on a sunny day. It's 3-0 Dodge County as we break on Y101. Jared graduated from Toombs County High School in 2007. His senior season, he hit over 500 for the Bulldogs. But the big thing he did that I'll never forget was pitch the no-hitter at Swainsboro. And the starting pitcher that day against him was a future Toombs County Bulldog, Javek King. Javek was a freshman, Jared was a senior, and the senior dominated on that day. Had a great breaking ball and pitched the no-hitter. Then went to Georgia Southwestern, wound up being a first baseman, hitting over 300. Then when he got out of school, he was coming here as an assistant baseball coach and assistant football coach, but the head baseball coach stepped down, I guess took another job, and suddenly the assistant coach, before he'd ever coached a game, was the head coach. And Jared has taken the Dodge County Indians to the state playoffs in his first 2 seasons. What will Brian Fitzgerald do? He sends Jeremy Beasley from first to second. They throw all the way through, and the Bulldogs get the stolen base, and Dodge County keeps the runner at third. So each coach, I guess, getting a victory in that situation. Toombs County now at 2 in scoring position, but Jared Allen's team does not yield a run, as Beasley did not try to get into a run down. Christian Moore is a senior Bulldog. There are about 8 seniors on the team, at least at the moment. Pitch bouncing away. In comes James Etheridge from third. He's going to score without a throw and without a slide. And there are runners on first and third on the walk. And then Beasley moving down to third on what is a wild pitch. So the Dogs score. And that'll bring up Ben Brantley. 3-1 Dodge. A Richmond Hill pitcher once threw a no-hitter against the Bulldogs. Runner going at first. Now the Bulldogs trying to get the run down and get the runner in from third. They might do so. And here comes a runner in from third. They completely ignore Jeremy Beasley. And Brian Fitzgerald wins that battle. Dodge County, though, able to get the out at first base. Christian Moore out there. But the Bulldogs manufacture a second run. And now are down 3-2. Tyler Luke. He pitched 5 innings at home against McIntosh, allowed just 1 hit. He struck out 6, walked none, did not give up a run, obviously. And McIntosh went 1 for 16 against him. And that got him another opportunity to pitch a non-region game against Calvary at home. In that game, he pitched a complete game, 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, but none of them earned. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And his first pitch of the scrimmage is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Facing Lane Crummy. Second baseman. Walked his first time up against Beasley. Lays down a nice bunt. Tyler Luke fields it and fires and throws to first. Close play, and he got him. Nice play by Tyler Luke. Got him by a step. Tyler, of course, the third baseman, used to making a play similar to that because that was hit down the third base line. Starting third baseman today, in fact. Then he pitched at Grayson Stadium against Calvary, a complete game and a victory. Curveball's hit into right field, and it's catchable and is caught out there by the Bulldog right fielder. I'll have to see who it is when he turns around. Could be Blake Horton. Bulldogs are obviously substituting a lot. Jeremy Beasley still playing third. Bailey Salter back at short. Hunter Brady at second. Brandon Beckham has gone the whole way at first base. Ben Brantley the whole way behind the plate. Chris Mobley is out in center field. Teams hit 157 against him, 11 for 70, and a 2.45 earned run average. And he pitched a lot of long innings for the B team. He was the best pitcher for the B team. Nice pitch inside, strike 3. So a good solid inning for the pitchers working the second and the fourth. The freshman Hogan White, 3 up and 3 down. The junior Tyler Luke, the same thing, 3 up and 3 down with a strikeout. We played 4. Bulldogs down by 1. 3-2 at Dodge. Oh, why would I normally do in a regular season game? You could, I guess, put everybody in the lineup. I think one year the Bulldogs had like 15 or so. There's a hard hit ball off the glove of the shortstop. And Tyler Luke will wind up at first base. That ball was scorched. Austin Clements, who was playing short, is now pitching. And the new guy, it was hit right at him. That's J.T. Shields. It hit right at the belt, really, and may have caught, I guess, some of his hand, maybe right around the wrist, as he was trying to make that catch. He's flexing it right now. But that was shot right at him. Why not score that a base hit? Even though it was hit right at him. 3-2 Dodge. New pitcher for the Bulldogs, the ace of the staff in 2013. He wears number 13, senior James Etheridge, who last year was the Region 2 Player of the Year. I guess more so for his pitching than his hitting, even though he's a .360 hitter. He certainly topped what he did at the plate with what he did at the mound. Last year he went 9-2 with a 1.78 earned run average. And that earned run average was even lower going into that Westminster game, in which he gave up 7 earned runs, and most of those were at the end of the game because it was 1-1 going to the bottom of the 6th. Teams hit .205 against the right-hander, and he had 85 strikeouts and 20 walks. First pitch, fouled off. And basically what he did, game in, game out, was throw real good strikes. I'm not sure if this is Dathan Sheffield or not. Let's see. I don't have a number 6 on this roster right here. Right-handed hitter. Might be him. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Well, some of the Bulldog pitchers have been a little shaky today. Let's see if Etheridge brings his A game out. 1 inning outing of the scrimmage. No balls, 2 strikes. He winds. Here's a pitch. Called, strike 3. He's back, baby. James, of course, signed way back in November with Valdosta State, Division II. Hit 87 on the gun when he went down there. Brings up Honeycutt. First pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. James pitched some outstanding games last year. Beat Jeff Davis on a 5-hitter at home. Complete game. Pitches foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. A game in which he struck out 11 and did not walk anybody. And Jeff Davis 5 for 29 at the plate. You know how Jeff Davis hits the ball. He gave up a run, but it was unearned. He also beat Benedictine in similar style. Shut them out. A lot of strikeouts on a cold day. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. His earned run average going into the Westminster game was 1.18. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 3. He works them inside, outside, high, low, back-to-back Ks. Brings up Austin Clements, leadoff hitter, a walk, a fly ball to center field, and a walk. So James going for a 3 up and 3 down. That's been recorded in the even frames. First pitch, foul back, strike 1. This is what it's like to call James Etheridge when he's on. He doesn't waste many pitches, wants the ball. He's going to get one right now. In fact, he's going to exchange baseballs with the home plate umpire. He'll rub it up, climb up on the hill, get the sign from Ben Brantley, who's caught the whole game for the Bulldogs. And then you put the glove somewhere and he hits it. No balls, 1 strike. Where's Brantley putting the glove? Toward the outer half. James hit it, but it was off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, they can't hear me behind home plate. I'm up here warm inside a building. 1-1 pitch. This one bounced. 2 balls and 1 strike. And James will not have many 3 ball, 1 strike counts. He lost 2 games last year. He lost a game at Long County he should have won. Bulldogs made too many errors. 2-1 pitch. It's high. Here's a 3-1 count. And he lost the game at Westminster. Dominant performances, of course, I mentioned Jeff Davis and Atco, but also, Jeff Davis and Benedictine, but also the game at Atkinson County. 3-1 pitch, hit on the ground, second base side. Brady to a knee, fields it, throws it over to Beasley, now playing the first base bag. And James Etheridge has a 3 up and 3 down on a couple of strikeouts and a 3-1 pitch grounder to the right side of the infield. We're headed to the 6th inning in our scrimmage. Bulldogs still trailing at Dodge County 3-2 as we break on Y101. So he goes from hitting 172 to 322. What will he do in 2014? Will he continue to improve? He hit the only Bulldog home run last year. He hit the only Bulldog home run in a couple of seasons. He hit the only Bulldog home run since Barry Aldridge hit one for the Bulldogs at Tattnall County to end his senior season, which was 2011. Pitches low, ball 4. Another walk in this game. A lot of Bulldogs have walked. Brings up James Etheridge, who just pitched a fine 3 up and 3 down inning with a couple of Ks. Today, he's been on base twice without having to swing his stick. Hit by a pitch and a walk. 1 down, runner at first. Salter can go. We'll see if he does so. Bouncing away is the first pitch, and Salter doesn't have to steal a bag. He gets a gift. He's down to second at scoring position for James Etheridge. It possibly could be D.R. Meadows. He was scheduled to be a relief pitcher today. There's a ground ball by the shortstop into left field. Bailey Salter to third. He's going to round third, chug on home with a tying run as the throw goes to second, and sliding in safely is Jeremy Beasley. He's tied the game at 3. Beasley turns that into a double. So there's a big swing by one of the guys who is supposed to do just that. And the Bulldogs tied up at 3. They've scored the last 3 runs of the game. They scored 2 in the 4th. And the 1-1 from DR. Throws a fastball hit by him, bouncing up the middle. Hunter Brady tried to pick it, not able to. A run's going to score, and now another runner coming around third. Here's a throw to the dish. Garrett puts on the tag, and he is out. Runner going down to third. Garrett throws that way, and he is out as well. So the Bulldogs get 2 outs on a play in which Dodge County scores a run. Good play by the catcher, Smiley Garrett. Nothing but 2s on the bottom half of the scoreboard. 2-2 with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3. DR gets a varsity strikeout. Hogan had one of those in the 2nd. So now headed to the 7th inning as Dodge scores to take the lead at 6-3. The Bulldogs will have to try to come back with some experienced sticks coming to the plate. 6-3, Indians leading as we take a break on Y101. You never have weather like this during football season. 3-2 pitch. Ball's line, left side, base hit. So the Bulldogs with a base runner with 1 down for D.R. Meadows. And again, I think that's Trevino hitting. I know this is D.R. wearing number 29 today. Oh, excuse me. That's Logan McGowan. That's who that is. Yeah, 14. I just saw his face. Yeah, he's a left-handed hitter. Yeah, Logan McGowan got that base hit. He's always been good at going to the opposite field. Pitch miss inside to DR. Logan played B team last year. Leadoff man for the Junior All-Stars. 2-1. Bouncing ball to the shortstop, feels it cleanly, fires it across the diamond for out number 3 and the ball game. As the student beats the teacher today, and in fact the student 2-0 against the teacher. Jared Allen won a regular season game at Jackie Jones a couple of seasons ago. The 2 teams were supposed to play last year, but it was rained out on a diamond day at Jackie Jones, and now they play today in a scrimmage. Dodge wins it with a 3-run 6th. Final score, Indians 6, Bulldogs 3, and both teams shaking hands. The next time they shake hands will be after regular season games next year in the same subregion in AAA. Our final score, Dodge County 6, Toombs County 3. We'll take a final break and wrap it up after this on Y101.
It went about the way we thought it was going to be, Barney. We came out with a plan to throw 7 guys in the baseball game. We started Jeremy on the mound, and he walked the first 2 guys, and after that he settled in and started getting the ball down. Unfortunately, those 2 guys came around to score, and Hogan White came in through the 2nd inning and threw strikes, and then 3rd inning we have a leadoff walk, and he comes around to score. We left a couple of guys on base in the early innings. It's early in the season. We didn't have some good swings at the plate, some timely situations, and overall, I was right pleased with the day. We found out some guys are going to be able to fill in as backups. Looks like we got some good competitions going around. Our best competition right now is going to be in right field between Blake Horton and Logan McGowan. And Blake out there almost makes a great play laying out on the line, but doesn't come up with the ball. And then Logan comes up late in the game and has a nice backside hit. So a lot of things we learned out of the day. Pitching looks pretty good all the way around. Got to clean up the walks, the leadoff walks especially. Defense played good when the ball was hit to them. We were able to make some plays. We didn't get the call at second base on a steal that cost us a run. But overall, we can't walk guys like we did today, and we got to hit the ball better.
When James Etheridge came out there, did you feel like it was 2013 again? I mean, he was so on today.
He's a pretty good baseball player. He works hard at his craft, and he's coachable. He makes adjustments on the fly, and that's something that we're still working on. We're still working on adjustments. It's early in the season. Jeremy's a little low on his front side. He needs to get his front side up higher so he can get over the top of it. Bailey had to make that same adjustment the other day, and really after getting through the first batter, really threw the ball well in his inning today. Like I said, our pitching looked strong. Hogan threw the ball well. Tyler Luke threw the ball well. James threw it well. Jeremy threw it extremely hard today, and his breaking ball was sharp. Pitching looks strong. We're going to be a tough team to beat. You're going to have to make some things happen against us, but it's still early, and we got all week to get prepared to go play Richmond Hill on Friday night.